Yeah, we got a selfie stick. Isn't that so cool? You can see the truck and the trailer and all over the place. And you can see both of us, I think. Can you see you?
See
well, it's more of your face. Let's see if I can get it centered. We got to try all this new technology out. Since we're in a high technology truck. Isn't that weird? There we go. I'll go like that and tip it. There, I got face recognition. Yeah. We're learning all this stuff out, like all you young punks. I mean, all you youngsters. And yeah, it is. Oh, there comes the wind. It's Kit and Izzy. And guess what we're in today? Oh, see that wave again. I didn't get tilted enough. There you go. We're driving this 2022 Denali Ultimate. It's the ultimate Denali.
It is the ultimate Denali.
And you like the seats and all that stuff?
Yes. Super pretty interior.
It's awesome. Awesome possum. And we're up here in Poudre Canyon, somewhere near a river, and hopefully the wind won't bother.
Over there.
Yeah, it's right over that way. Yeah, I'm getting too lazy to hit the tripod this time. Because these same engine, torque, and horsepower and everything they make, almost. This one has an optional diesel, but they didn't give that to us. So what's the power? Can you see both of us in there?
Yep.
What's the power?
420 is our horsepower, and 460 is our torque.
Awesome. Now, is that like professional photography there? Oh, and we'll show you. We'll walk around and show you this here wonderful car.
I really like this. It's almost like an off black silver.
Yeah, it's that titanium.
Black, grayish,
Yeah. It looks good. Then you got a little more chrome in the bumper too. That's pretty cool. I don't think I've seen that plate across the middle on many of these. Oh, cool.
Got flies biting me.
But yeah, look at those beautiful wheels.
Those wheels are really cool.
These are 22-inch.
Yep. Great big wheels.
This is a Denali Ultimate 6.2. Oh, that's like what's the lady that named it that flips the numbers and the letters over?
Oh yeah.
Vanna White or whatever her name is.
On the game shows.
Yeah, you can do the Vanna White project here. Run your finger along the bottom of the chrome handlebars, and we're back here to that wonderful step. Of course, this has the multi-step thing too. I love the quarter steps, so I think everybody should have those on their trucks.
Yep.
Not just the Avalanche and GM. Now this. I should have brought something to slide in there because this is that Carbon Pro, and it's really nice bed. I mean, it's bulletproof. It's good stuff, but it's slick, so they need a rubber mat like Toyota did to theirs.
I would put a mat in there for sure.
Yeah, it makes sense. A lot of tie downs in here all around.
Yep. What is this over here?
That's your lever. That goes up when you're trying to step up that.
This.
Yeah, that flips up and locks into place, so you can use the steps on this multi-functional seat or multi-functional tailgate. Yeah, of course we're using Gen Y hitch. Don't fall down.
No, I got my nifty little step.
Yeah, I like that step. That is so good. But yeah, we're using this Torsion Flex. It's the Boss model. And there's one thing I didn't do is talk about the squat on this truck, because it is a squatty. Last three Chevys we've had with the same load, like an 8,200 pound tongue weight, maybe 8,300 pounds, and it still squats. So I have to keep adjusting everything, but you can see how close the tire is to that fender well versus how close it is to the front one. That's just the thing. When you go to half ton and you do much hauling, you almost need to do an overload like a Roadmaster. Roadmaster active suspension. I'll tell you about that. How it works against the shackle, the hinge of your leaf spring, and how that tightens it up and controls the leaf, which is what. So it's kind of like an anti-sway bar. It does a lot of things to control the motion back there. And you don't want a whole lot of motion back there, especially with an empty truck. Where you're on a loaded truck, you want to control that, but an empty truck is really squirrely. You need a lot of control there. You just saw the Roadmaster controlling the factory leaf spring. And that's what it does. It controls it during a wheel hop when the axle's trying to bounce and then go sideways on you. Controls the axle wrap, which is the drive shaft, universal joints and the pinion, all torquing too much angle because of the leaf springs turn into like a big S. It actually bends the factory leaf springs going through axle wrap, and just shows you just how easy it is to install. It's very quick installation. I think I did it in 30 minutes, And then in here it shows, you know, where I installed it. You install it to the eye in the front. The part goes underneath the leaf springs, and this part cups back over by the shackle, the hinge. Well, that's cool. Now let's go look at the inside. Oh man, there's like, sometimes people call these snot rags. It's not snot rags. There's the same kind of running board. Look at the seats.
Nice running board.
Cool stitching.
Really nice stitching on the seats.
And there's a topography. It looks like wood scratches, but no,
yeah,
it's Mount.
Pretty artsy.
Yeah, I think it's in Alaska. It's Mount Denali.
I like this cross stitching here. That really,
yeah, it does. That looks cool.
And then you got more little graphics down here.
Yeah. Let's go over to the driver's side. I mean, the back seat's the same as all these are. We've done that 100 times. So let's see what there is new on the driver's side. Same mirrors. We're used to all this stuff.
I like that the seat like goes way down for you to get in.
Oh yeah, yeah. The step makes it easy and
way down there.
now the heads-up display. It's right there. One of them moves the whole heads-up display up and down, and one changes what you want to see. One changes the light. Yeah, constantly doing that. The rest of this you've all seen us.
Easy parking.
Yeah. The four-wheel drive setup and the lights. Of course, it's got paddle shifters. Now let's see what. I guess you can show it. This here button with the steering wheel on it. That is your Super Cruise button. Basically, you don't do much more than that. And then let's see. Hit the Super Cruise button and see if this light comes up on the steering wheel. May not. Because we're not in an area that has Super Cruise. If there's a light up here, it's green. I'll try to get it on so you can see that. Yeah. Yeah, same console we're used to, just a little nicer leather in there. And yeah, and the massaging seats right there.
Yep, that's how you control them.
And I'll show that when I get inside there on that middle screen so you can see all the options on it. But pretty cool. We haven't got the dogs after us. Big dogs. Well, anyway. Okay, now. Okay, Super Cruise. Got you on. See the little green light on top of the steering wheel. I guess it's. I need to look at the windshield. It's pretty touchy on that. Red because it didn't think I was watching the road. Basically, it's that little thing there, steering wheel, arrows pointing forward, and then you set it. And I had it in adaptive cruise control, and I did that. Let's see if I can do that again. Hit resume. Then I'll hit the steering wheel and let's see what it does. Lockout, see owner's manual. Oh, it didn't like what I did there either. Got the adaptive cruise control. Huh. Well, I gotta try it for a little bit anyway. It's locked me out. That's weird. I only had it on for about a minute and it's locked me out. Oh well.
Don't go away, Mr. Chuck.TV. We'll be right back.
Normal glove box with your 10,000 page owner's manual, and this button here, whap-o, hits you right in the face. That's so you can quick draw and draw, grab that 45 out of there fast. Yeah, boom, boom. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that big 13.4 inch screen. Yeah, we got it in land. It's weird that the start button is rectangular instead of round. It's a GMC thing, I think, because they made their fender wells that shape, almost like a rectangular. They thought they better do a few more things so they know they're onto something. Cool. look good driving this
Yep.
ultimate Denali.
Gonna trade my truck.
That's what I would do.
One
I
of these.
think your Toyota 300,000 miles. It's time to trade it. That's what I say.
Yeah. Could use a new one.
Well, another adventure at Poudre Canyon. We must really like this canyon because we're here every week.
Yeah. It's a good one.
Yeah. And today's project is one of my favorite trucks, the Denali. But no, this is more than a Denali. This is the ultimate Denali. And the big thing you want to know is it worth $80,000?
Yeah.
Oh, it's worth more. It's worth $80,840.
Goodness.
That's got to be one of the most expensive ones out there. Well, there might be a Platinum Ford or Laramie Longhorn something Ram, but you know, this is the story of Denali. And I talked about it in the description a little bit last truck we did, which was a Chevy. But the Denali came out in a Yukon first, SUV. Then in 2001, they came out with it in the 1500 GMC. And you know what was really special about it?
What's that?
Quadra-steer.
Oh.
They were born with quadra-steer. There was like a C3 Chevy before that. When the Denali hit the scene, it always had all-wheel drive until
Okay.
the big blow-up a few years later. But I loved the four-wheel drive steer. The quadra-steer is called. It's made by Delphi. And you know, now the GMC Hummer, the EV Hummer, it's going to be four-wheel steer.
Mm-hmm.
And so is the Chevrolet 1500 EV. So I'm glad you're bringing it back because I love it. It handles trailer so much better. It turns so much tighter. And like for the Hummer, it'll go around curves and switchbacks like a Jeep or more.
Oh,
So
that's nice,
yeah, it's a
yeah.
wonderful thing to have. And I was so missing that. But I had a big website just based on it. Had a Quadra-steer Club. We had the Delphi engineers go on there and answer questions. It was great. People loved them. And I really liked is the 1500 HD, which was a Chevy crew cab, four-wheel drive. This is the high output 6-liter, which the Denali had too. Is the high output 6-liter, and it was really a 3/4 ton because they didn't make a half-ton crew cab, so they used a 3/4 ton. They had a Dana 60 axles in it, and it was amazing. But anyway, those were great trucks. You had the big wider fenders and all the special lights, kind of like what Raptor had to do, and it would steer anywhere, and it would when you would go down the road, you'd pass somebody, you'd have it in whichever steer you wanted. It'd steer either crab or it'd steer sideways, and it would just drive sideways. You wouldn't even like whoop over to the next lane. You would just drift.
Yeah.
It was wonderful. Yeah, it was so awesome, and I missed that. That's why I've always had a real special place for Denali's. And then, so that was the top of the line GM truck, the most luxurious truck. And then they kind of slowed down, didn't have a lot of innovation for several years. And then Ford, right now, the Ford King Ranch, which is 3 from the top, you got a Platinum and Unlimited and all that. So, same way as Ram, they had all these top-end lines, and they were all 3 steps above the Denali. So Denali wasn't even matching their top trucks. It was matching like 3 down. And that was sad because, they make a lot of money in these Denalis, and they sell a high percentage, it's 40% of their half tons go out as Denalis. So now they woke up again. General Motors is awake at last. Now they decide they got to spruce this thing up. And I mean, it's got a lot of the nice, cool things that the High Country has. And, but it's a Denali. These have always had real aluminum trim in it, not like plastic what Chevy had. And now Chevy's gone to wood on her High Country. This has got that wood. What's this wood called? Let me look it up here. I've been reading up on this for quite a while. Well, it's got all these Mount Denali topography scratches all over it.
Yeah,
it shows
I like
you,
that. The graphics.
Yeah, it's everywhere. They've got it all over it. They've got it out on the side. They got, I think, part of the hood. But yeah, this is called Open Pore Palao. Anyway, wood trim. And it's a full grain leather. Beautiful stitching on it. I really like that.
Yeah, I like the cross stitching.
Yeah.
It has on the doors.
And this one has Super Cruise. We're going to see if we can get part of it to work. I forgot when I was on the interstate to try it, but I'll try it on the way back home. But yeah, this is, of course, it's a 6.2 and the V8. And Izzy would say a horsepower and torque, you've only heard it 100 times, but yeah, we're going to go up here and see if we can't find some rafters. Oh, there's some right there. Holy
There is
cow. The tubers.
Oh, yeah, tubers.
Yeah, there's some places in Fort Collins I saw a bunch of tubers jumping in there.
Huh, maybe
That's some of those bridges.
the water's high and it's easier for tubes, because I haven't seen any tubers in a while.
Yeah, that used to be a big thing he did over coming out of Estes, right when you get out of the mountains there was that river. I don't know if that's Big Thompson or whichever one it was, but there's always a lot of tubers in that. This has got 22-inch wheels, of course. They're a black wheel with some chrome on them. They look really good.
Yeah, the rims are really cool.
Yeah, they're awesome looking. 22 inches. Now, so now I guess we'll say Denali's back in the competition for those luxury trucks. And it comes standard with the Carbon Pro, the Carbon, whatever the hell it's called, smashed something, but it's like a plastic. And this one's kind of slick. But, Toyota's been using something similar to that now on their Tundra and on their Tacoma for years. But, yeah. So it does have some standard things. And you know what? This massager seat, I got to play with mine. Yours is on the left and on. You can feel yours?
Yep, I've been getting a real nice massage.
Okay, so there now. See, I can adjust mine right there in the screen. I got to show that on camera. So I got that on, and I can move it down. Let's see. There's massage. Back bolster. Yeah, there's like 4 buttons, and I always forget which one does what. There we go. There's glide 3. Yeah, there's relief. Oh, I like relief. Yeah. Upper shoulder, knee, and roll. That's awesome. You feel that? Isn't that cool?
And there's a whole bunch of different.
Yeah, you can adjust them any way you want.
Yeah.
The neat thing. This is when I go get my pedicure with my Asian young ladies.
Yeah.
So they're not young anymore, but I can't reach my toenails, so I gotta hire these people. And they have the massaging chair you sit in, and they have the water pool and the water, and it's just wonderful.
Yeah,
they
nice.
massage your feet, they put lotion on. It's just an experience. It's just wonderful. I think I got that first for my 50th birthday.
Yeah, I don't know why more guys don't do that.
I know, sometimes I'll see couples there, and it's cool. And I try. I've gone to 6 of them, and there's 3 of them that they've done a really good job. Because some of those will pull your cuticles out and torture you, and you'll yell and scream, and you got to drink whiskey before you go in there. Yeah, anyway, I found one that's really gentle, and I really like that. I can really enjoy the experience. So you got to shop around and find the right one. And they use the little baggie in the tub, so it's pretty, it's pretty sterile. So it works good, but. Yeah, I like that stuff.
There's some bad ones, I know that.
Oh, there is.
I'll be careful.
Yeah, I always couldn't figure out why they didn't want to jerk your cuticles out. They soften them up in the water, then they're supposed to cut it piece by piece. Holy cow, we got a bus
full up here.
Oh my gosh, look at all these people running around the middle of the road. Yeah, you can always jump off the road right quick before we run over you. That'd be great. Holy cow.
Bunch of people.
Camera probably didn't get it because it's on the other side, but oh well. That's how it works. There's some kayaks. I've got to get something. I've had some of those little small rafters, but it would be fun. That can't be too deep, is it?
I wouldn't think so.
I can see the bottom, see the rocks.
Yeah, you can see the rocks, so I don't think it would be. But you never know.
Now, one thing I don't like about this one is the electronics are really slow. Because, before you can even put this in drive, you have to count like the 5 or more. It just sits there, and then finally, all the lights go off and on.
Load itself up.
Yeah, and that's how a lot of the buttons are. You push on them, nothing happens. You count to 5, and you got something.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, it is. I don't know why it's like that, but a lot of electronics on this one is doing that to me.
It's like bad Wi-Fi.
Yeah. The massaging seat's pretty quick, but I guess when you're towing, it has lane change, automatic lane change. Turn a blinker on, it'll move you over. But not with the trailer on board, which makes sense because you got different lengths of trailers, you got all that stuff to figure out, and then then if you're passing a semi, you need a little more room. So there's all kinds of configurations there that the computer may not quite be fast enough on. Yeah, these guys were the leader in luxury trucks. Maybe now they'll get back on top of that. Yeah, they call it, I guess, Darth Vader chrome. It's in here.
Darth Vader.
carbon, yeah, the carbon pros bed. I mean, I like the idea. That's a 12-inch heads-up display, and that's not anything about the electronics. For some reason, this one probably needs some adjustments, but every time I get in it, start it up, the heads-up display is somewhere up here, and I have to turn it back down. Same way with that mirror, I get back in it, and it's pointing further down, so I have to tip it back up. I'm sure that's some kind of a glitch that needs to be adjusted. I don't know. I actually got a Moroni on this. I'm not sure if this is a prototype. That's usually what I get when they have problems. But yeah, 15-inch heads-up display. It's a 12.3. The gauges in front of your steering wheel. And then what they call the info screen, it's 13.4. 12 Bose speakers. On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. Lifetime lovers making English with my friends, making music with my friends. And I just can't wait to get on the road again.
Yep.
Now I need some mountain shots. Geez, might as well go to Walden and play with the sand. You can turn your lights on if you want to too, so we know if the lights are all working. We don't lose the plug. Driving expert there.
I know, it feels like it.
So you like the massaging seats?
Yep, those are pretty nice. Gotta be my favorite part.
Okay. Well, good. We got your favorite part. What's your least favorite part? I'm not going to tell you it's the shifter. I mean, that's up to you.
I know. I feel like I always say the shifter, though.
I know, me too.
But honestly, I just really don't like those shifters.
Yeah, it'll take a while to get used to them.
Yeah.
They're in all these Chevy trucks now, but yeah.
I really can't find anything else that I don't like about it.
Yeah.
I really like the interior and stuff.
Yeah, it was so good to see.
One of my favorites too.
All the things they've done to it. And then all these topography maps all over the place.
Everything's easy to use. The cameras are really nice.
I agree with you. I love the massaging seats. I like the whole layout. The interior is great. I'm glad to see Denali come back. You know. Okay, let's see. That's normal. And that is sport. And that is off-road. So go back to off-road, sport, normal. And I push this button and I get tow haul mode. So that's your modes. And this has got a 323. So it's supposed to be better fuel mileage, and this is actually rated 20 on the highway, where I think like the Chevy ZR2 was rated at 17.
Yeah.
So that's a big difference, but it's still rated the same for towing for what the ZR2 was. It's only 8,900, and we're towing 8,280 like we did last time. And I'm trying to remember exactly. I think the payload is 1,479 pounds. All that's in your door. I love those stickers that GM put in the door so you can know all that. Your payload, your trailer towing, your conventional trailer, your gooseneck trailer, and your tongue weights. They're all right there in the door. I love that. It's such a good deal. Ram's like second place because you can put your VIN number on their website and they'll show all that. Ford's last place because they don't want you to know. I mean, you can
still gotta look it up in a book or something.
Well, yeah, no, you can't do a book. You can get the RV Trailer Towing Guide, which will tell you a lot. But to find out exactly what your truck is, you gotta go hunting like crazy. You can spend a whole day on the internet. But anyway, I usually just call my friends at Ford and they tell me after I tell them what the VIN number is. I wish they would make that open to the public because it's good information to know.
Yeah, just put it in the door.
I know, it's about your safety. So GM has gotten ahead of the world on that. Trying to figure this out. Alpine Umber. What's that interior? Is that the color of the leather? I don't know.
Alpine Lumber?
Yeah, Alpine Umber.
Umber.
Maybe it's like an Uber. I don't know. It's U-M-B-E-R. But it has a lot of different colors. You figure the black, the dark brown, the light brown. All kinds of stuff and all the stitching. My goodness, you got stitching and piping on the dash. They got to make it look more luxurious. That's what it is. Oh yeah, any idea what you think the color of the paint is?
The outside?
Yeah.
Charcoal?
Well, there is one that is called something like that. This is called Titanium Rush Metallic. Titanium Rush.
It's black, right?
Well, yeah, or a real dark
Sometimes
gray.
I think they're
Yeah, it could be
black,
a real dark gray type.
bluish.
Yeah, you never know. LED fog lights, got the dual exhaust with the premium chrome tips. Yeah, 22-inch low gloss black aluminum wheels with machined accents. Yeah, the front and rear park assist is not on this one, and later on it's supposed to include that as a later retrofit. They give you $50 off because you don't get it right off the bat, but you will get it sometime. Of course, that same multi-pro tailgate. And this says system by Kicker. I didn't see it all on this one. I must have left that out because there's no speakers, there's no radio controls. So I don't know if they deleted that too or what. Still is the best truck out there with the cameras. You get through, like today I was at Jack's getting our coffee, and in a few places I have to turn real hard right and real hard left, and I just turn on the blinker and I can see right where I'm getting close to the curb.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. It doesn't work in reverse. Jim, get that fixed. I want it in reverse. Oh, they have it's called micro suede. We used to call that mouse fur in the 70s. Now it's called micro suede.
I didn't see that. That's nice. I like that.
Yeah, what the deal's with the moonroof? It's a baby moonroof, don't they? And I've been in some GMs that had the full one. I don't know what the deal is. This should have everything luxuriously known to man. Active suspension, Super Cruise. So this must have the oil and the metal flakes in the shock absorber. I didn't look to see, but I don't think it has a multimatic. That's the off-road shock. Yep, the same rear camera mirror. I like that because you can see way on each side of you with that rear view mirror in the middle.
I just can't believe this is like velvety almost.
Yeah, it's
I've never
suede.
seen anything like that.
Yeah. Really into soft touch. They don't want us to have hard surfaces. Just a few hard surfaces. The armrest is nice. And you got topography map on your side. You got them everywhere on this puppy. And this truck, this has got the 6.2, but you can also get the 3-liter diesel for the same price.
Okay.
And they're coming out with a new one here, I think in another year. That may be the truck I get next, because those things you get fantastic fuel mileage. And it's only like a $5,000 option. It's not like you get into the heavy duties where everything's $10,000. You can actually, if you use it to make money, you can pay off that 3-liter diesel faster than you can these big diesels. This thing is what you call loaded. It's got it all. HD surround vision with bed view. Yeah, I just always call these guys the king of the cameras. So I'm hoping everybody else gets to that. Denali premium suspension with adaptive ride control. And these two on the receiver hitch, of course, it's what do they want to call them? Class 4, Class 5. It's all the same. There is no such thing as a Class 5 by the Society of Automotive Engineers when they rate things, but Ford thinks there is, so everybody else started copying them, calling everything Class 5. But these are still, 2-inch receiver on there, and they got some of the easiest safety chain hooks to get onto. I really like that. Boy, we made some pretty good time to be here already.
Why are you slowing down so fast?
Yeah, I think your Denali wants to sniff that Toyota right there. All right, we got 5-star crash ratings, front seat, rear seat. Well, that's good to know. Used to be 4. I think I'm out of notes. Now what do we do?
Notes?
I actually got a Maroni this time. I'm so happy.
Yeah, that was nice of them.
Yeah, I actually can tell what in the world we're driving. So now I got to decide if it's going to make enough money to buy a different drone. Mine's kind of been crashed too many times. I had to spend $175 on class to get that, whatever it is, Class 7 or whatever the license is. I don't see where it pay off right now. Unless you guys get all your friends, all your relatives, start watching our YouTubes. Get the numbers up, then I'll buy the YouTube. I'll take the license.
Just take it over.
I'll even start telling jokes again. A lot of benefits in telling your friends to watch the MrTruck.tv with Mr. Truck and Is he? Yeah, Izzy's happy. We can do our little launch thing at the same place. If you want to drive up past it and back in there, I'll video you.
Drive past it.
Yeah, so you can back down and do the little circle like I did, the backing in and jackknife.
Oh.
And then I can stand out there and video you.
Oh boy. I don't know if I can do that one. Might be a little embarrassing.
Well, it looks good sped up because it was, we weren't driving very fast backwards.
Yeah.